You think the Democrats aren't conspiracy theorists? Nothing on Hunter Biden's laptop. Russia influenced the election. They were. I mean, come on. Both sides are definitely to blame.
My first video of the day was about this robotic clone Biden was executed in 2020 post from Donald Trump, and how the mainstream media is missing. I don't want to say they're missing the moment, because they have really joined and allied themselves with Donald Trump in a weird ham-fisted manner to provide cover for him, to not force an answer to questions, to not shut everything down until we find out what's going on with Donald Trump and his cognition. Certifiably insane he is. And the media, mainly CNN, which is just a real... Look, I didn't have a bunch of high hopes and a bunch of piles of extra respect laying around for CNN. I think some of their employees do a very good job. Abby Phillip, actually, up to this point, I thought has done a good job. Does she really shit the bed in this clip that I'm getting ready to show you? Obviously, Jake Tapper is just a failure, a complicit clown now. Bending the knee, he's taken the path of Joe Scarborough, Morning Joe from MSNBC, and Bill Maher, rushing to the White House to have dinner with Donald Trump. Just obsequious cowards, physical, ethical, moral cowards who are taking part in this administration's structural just destruction of this country. It's what it is. It is what it is. And the media, largely what they do, which is demonstrated perfectly in this clip, is both sides thing. They both sides everything. So in this clip, Chris Sununu, the former governor of New Hampshire, who is, when he's not criticizing Trump while he's campaigning for Nikki Haley, he's now just fully on the Trump train, just a MAGA cult warrior clown show. And here they're asking about the robotic clone nonsense conspiracy theory posted by the president of the United States. And instead of saying, yeah, it's batshit crazy, it's dangerous, he says, well, Democrats believe in conspiracy theories too. To which Abby Phillip, no S, agreed. Watch this.
I mean, he used it to...
I don't know. I can't say whether he believed it or not, honestly.
You think the Democrats aren't conspiracy theorists? Nothing on Hunter Biden's laptop. Russia influenced the election. They were. I mean, come on. Both sides are definitely to blame. And when it comes to a robot, this would have been the worst functioning robot in history if Joe Biden was a robot. I mean, it must have been made and built in China at a minimum.
Your argument is definitely fair in the sense that Democrats do believe in conspiracies, although I'm not sure the two examples are the best ones. The best one might be the fake Melania conspiracy, which Trump actually denounced in a post on social media. He says that the conspiracy was that there were Photoshopped pictures of Melania claiming that it wasn't really her at his side. So that is also similar to the robot, I suppose.
You know, the
body double is the other one.
The country's asking.
Your argument is fair in a sense that Democrats do believe in conspiracy theories, says Abby Phillip. In this moment in which she failed the moment, she missed an opportunity to say this. Yeah, some Democrats, unnamed, you can't point to anyone prominent or in leadership or elected, who believes that Melania Trump was a body double at times. You saw this on Twitter, you saw this on social media. Nobody with any power believed it. We're talking about the president of the United States of America, Abby, Chris Sununu, sharing a post that says Joe Biden was executed in 2020 before being elected president of the United States and was replaced by someone who was a robotic clone. This is someone we know who posted this, Donald Trump. Not some unnamed Democrat on Twitter. It's not both sides. These are vastly different things we're talking about here. And for the media to act as though, yeah, there's no difference. Donald Trump thinks Joe Biden was executed and replaced by a robot clone. Same thing as random unnamed people on Twitter postulating and making jokes, many of them, about this Melania not being the real Melania. Totally the same thing. And you see, the media has a responsibility. One, they have a protected status. The only occupation listed in the Constitution of the United States as protected is the free and fair press. The only one. And they're squandering that protection. They're squandering that special place in American culture by covering for this nonsense from Donald Trump, this dangerousness from Donald Trump. If Joe Biden had posted, Donald Trump is a robotic clone, Republicans would have lost their minds and said, the old man has Alzheimer's. He is crazy now. This is demented. And they would have been right. The media would have never let up if Joe Biden had posted that Barack Obama was a robot fucking clone. And they would have been right. But because it's Donald Trump and it's familiar sociopathy, psychopathy, whatever other diagnosis, because it's familiar, the White House gets to not comment. Abby Phillip gets to both sides it. Chris Sununu gets to, what about the Democrats? When his leader, the leader of his cult, believes insane, and I don't use the word colloquially, it is certifiably mentally ill. It is mental illness for Donald Trump to assert that Joe Biden, the guy who's still alive, apparently robotic clones also get prostate cancer. Look, this is an indictment of the media, mainstream media, absolutely. Do people in independent media get it wrong? Yes. Are there disparate elements within the cohort of individuals that I'm a part who are a problem? Absolutely. Of course. That's why it's important to choose wisely when you decide who to go to for information. When people make mistakes, do they live up to that? Do they, made a mistake, I was wrong? Yeah, I hope they do. I try to. I think I'm trustworthy. I think there are many people, even people I don't fully agree with about everything. Well, there's really nobody I fully agree with other than myself. And even that changes from time to time because I'm willing to change my mind when the facts change or when my understanding of those facts change. Anyway, I guess I'm trying to impart upon you, and I think you would agree, most people would agree in my audience, that mainstream media, they had their moment. And rather than living up to this moment, they've decided to jump in bed with Donald Trump, even if it's through just assisting him through omission, which is a problem. Anyway, what do you think? If you live in New Hampshire, I'd love to know. If you're a CNN viewer, I'd love to know. What do you think about this? Am I off base? Is this not as dangerous as I think, that we have a president who believes in wild, wacky, insane conspiracy theories? Let me know in the comments. You can also call the voicemail line. Leave me a fewer than 3-minute voicemail, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. Please consider supporting this work in independent media, which I think is important. If I bring you value, if you like the cut of my jib or the sound of my stupid voice or the look of my stupid face, consider supporting this work. Becoming a channel member for $2 a month. You can click the join button below. You can also go to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I will see you next time. 2 important things I say at the end of every video. They're getting more and more important as time goes on. Be genuine and take care of one another.